So Rumeth, as you know, I'm to the left and you're to the right.
Yeah.
I can see how left-wing ideas can influence young people. What I can't see is how right-wing ideas can influence young people. Maybe you can shed light on that.
Well, if it wants to influence young people, right-wing policies, I think it has to come from the entrepreneurship angle in Sri Lanka, because a lot of young people are interested in starting their businesses,
Instead of working for other people.
working for other people, and this is a growing trend, especially among the youth.
They don't want to work 9 to 5.
They don't want to work 9 to 5, and this Gen Z, they want to be flexible. Because of that, I've seen that a lot of young people have ventured into entrepreneurship, and they have started their businesses as well.
So you're connecting that to a sort of popularity of right-wing ideas.
Right, because entrepreneurship is part of right-wing politics.
Okay, so
that's how I see it.
Okay.
But if you take social entrepreneurship, both aspects are there. You have left-wing aspects as well, right-wing aspects.
Social entrepreneurship in the sense what? Community.
It means doing business with a societal angle, with a human face.
With a human face.
Yeah.
So obviously right-wing ideology is understood very poorly in Sri Lanka. What do you see as the key characteristics?
I think it's the lack of communication. I think in one of our videos where we explained this, right-wing political parties, they haven't taken the message to the younger population. That is the reason why they don't understand right-wing ideologies or their policies. That's why they have always performed badly, especially among youth voters. So if they want to get an upper hand among the youth, what they have to do is they need to listen to what the youth has to say, because they also go through some issues when it comes to if you take the undergraduates, university undergraduates, and also the young workforce, they go through a lot. They have to pay taxes, but their income is not sufficient to do everything. So they need to find solutions for those to those issues, and if they do, and if they can communicate it in a manner that the younger population understands, yes, I think they can get an upper hand.
So let me get this straight. Now I'm venturing into dangerous territory here by asking you this question. What is your critique of the left from a very neutral and I would say academic point of view?
Well, the left, yes, I think they always...
They are popular.
They are popular and they advocate for social equality. It is true. But if you take economics, from an income perspective, have they given enough answers? They always say that they blame the government for the pitfalls and also blame the government for the students' issues that they face. But we can't keep blaming the government for all of our issues. We also have our own problems as well. We have to find solutions from within. And have we done that? And has the left done enough to address such issues from an economic perspective? That is why I say left wing, yes, from a societal angle they do communicate well, but whether those communication, whatever they communicate, have they brought out results that have contributed better?
Have they delivered?
Have they delivered? That's the correct term. Have they done a great job, especially to the younger population?
So Rumeth, I introduced you to this book about 6 or 7 or even 8 months ago. I know J.R. Javadhan, the biography of J.R. Javadhan is one of your favorite books, if not your favorite book. Reading that, how does that reflect on your right-wing ideology?
Well, J.R. by K.M. De Silva has you have to view it from different angles. There's the political angle and his personal angle as well. But what I focus is his policies. He has been very pragmatic and he has always stood by his principles when it came to politics. Yes, so those are the key lessons that we can get if we are to enter the politics or as young politicians. If someone is interested in politics or if someone is interested in getting into politics, I think they should read this book.
They should read this book. And you basically said earlier that the problem with right-wing ideology is that it hasn't gone into the youth. So one thing I know...
it hasn't gone into the youth. And it hasn't communicated its message. It hasn't been
communicated properly yet.
Yeah.
One thing I noted about the JR book is that JR was conscious of the youth.
He
collected all these young people around him and he gave them opportunities.
And also, through the liberalization of the economy, he gave opportunities for the young people who benefited it. There were a lot of jobs were created. There were multinational companies coming into Sri Lanka. Because of that, the young or the youth population, at that time, JVP uprising was also a result of youth unemployment. So he brought in reforms and people got jobs, especially the youngsters. So that was JR's way of delivery.
And we saw, do you think we saw a resurgence of right-wing ideas after 2022 with the recovery? Because until that time we were talking
did have a certain portion of the youth population did support Ranil Wickremesinghe because of the way he handled the economy and the way he contributed towards the recovery of the economy. But again, the communication was not sufficient. The communication was not enough. That's why a lot of people voted for the NPP government.
Which, by the way, is still continuing those reforms to its credit.
Yeah, they have stuck to the road that.
And they themselves are being pragmatic about it.
They are pragmatic, even though that they are a centre left. They have embraced both both aspects of right wing and left wing ideologies. They have done a good job in terms of continuing the reforms that we had undertaken after 2022. But the issue with right wing politics is they are not. Again, the communication issues is what I have to say.
Versus
just a small thing that they need to do. They need to communicate. They need to go to the masses. They need to go to the youth masses, and they need to at least popularize and engage. Engagement. That is what they need. That's what they don't do.
So what can you bring to the table?
I will bring.
What do you have? In what ways do you think communication can be improved?
You have to communicate the ideology. You need to now this JR book. We can put stories on social media on how JR handled the economy, but it has to be true, and we have to put the details as well. If we bring stories about prominent right-wing figures back in the day, people will get exposed to right-wing figures as well as the right-wing ideology. They will continue to. They will start to understand what right-wing ideology is. It's going to take some time, but if they do, might get an outcome.
Final question, you've been a student of commerce and economics even at school, and now you're studying management at Peradeniya University. At school level and at university level, did you see this sort of right-wing ideology take root among students? No.
No, actually, when I was in my A-level days, I actually supported Marxism because I thought Marxism was the way forward, and Marxism was social justice, and Marxism has a lot of different aspects that we have to talk in another video. Yeah, I thought Marxism was a way of finding solutions to our problems, but after going through the notes, after going through material, I have understood that right-wing ideology is far better in addressing our issues and finding solutions.
And with that, what can you tell our viewers?
Well, we'll finish our video. So Udita and I will continue doing videos in the future. So thank you for staying with us and watching this video. We'll catch you with another one. Until then, thank you.